Dying Light 2 has a secret room that I'm willing to bet a whole bunch of you have never seen. And this room just so happens to house a bunch of Easter eggs and even a brilliant secret weapon that you definitely don't want to miss. Dying Light 2 is an absolutely brilliant game that builds on an already great foundation set by the original Dying Light. While I know many of you still prefer the original Dying Light, and I may not disagree myself, Dying Light 2 still manages to expand the world, story, and gameplay in ways that make it a fantastic addition to the series. And with Dying Light 2 currently being included in the Steam Summer Sale, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of you jumping into the game for the very first time. Just like the original Dying Light 2 is full of Easter eggs and secrets. It's one of the main reasons I love this game, whether it's the dancing football zombie or the hidden hoverboard minigame. It's well worth exploring every inch of Villador to find what's hiding within. One that I'm sure many people miss is the secret developer room. Not because it's particularly hard to find, but because actually getting into it requires some work. So, in the south of Garrison, there's a particular skyscraper you're gonna want to head to. You'll need to be on the roof to start, so the easiest way would be to head to the VNC tower, head up to the roof, and glide across the gap. Once you make it to the top of the right building, you'll find a junction box and a cable. So in order to actually open up this secret room, you're going to need to supply the door with power in order to disable the security system. To do that, you'll need to connect 4 of these junction boxes as you go down the building. I'm going to show you in full now how to do each and every one of these, but if you want to just jump ahead straight to the secret room, head to the timestamp on screen now. So here we finally are at the 4th and final connection. If you've done everything correctly, you'll now be able to access the control panel next to the door to disable the security system, which will in turn allow us to open the door and head inside this secret room. Just do be careful as you enter. There's a lot going on inside here, so it's well worth coming and exploring the whole thing for yourself. But for now, here are some of the highlights. The walls in here are covered in posters to both Techland themselves and a number of previous games they've worked on, including the entire Call of Juarez series. Speaking of Call of Juarez, you can find this figurine of Ray McCall from Bound in Blood, that we also previously saw as an Easter egg in the original Dying Light.
First impressions are always the most important.
One of my favourite things is a note that you can find from the developers thanking you for playing the game and for finding this secret room. Finally, the TV can also be used to listen to a really awesome guitar remix of the Dying Light 2 theme. For going through all the hassle of getting here, there's more than just Easter eggs to show for it. In fact, there are 2 S-tier blueprints that you don't want to pass up. The first of these is unlocked by simply sitting on every available seat in the living room. Once you've sat on all of them, you'll begin to see something manifest on the coffee table. This blueprint is the Korek weapon charm, which, when the game was first released, had the insane perk of adding 500 durability to any weapon, essentially meaning you could endlessly repair a weapon by re-equipping this charm. Today though, following tons of updates to the game, weapon repairs are now a standard mechanic in the game, so this charm is little more than an Easter egg. What is still 100% worth getting is the second blueprint found in the bedroom. This time, just take a seat on the bed and wait. Now this blueprint really is S tier. The left finger of Glover is both a reference to an Easter egg from Dying Light, but also a brilliant secret weapon in its own right that gives you the literal power of finger guns. This secret room in Dying Light 2 is definitely one of my favourite Easter eggs in the entire game, and makes me love Dying Light 2 just that little bit more. And I have to say, it's definitely worth seeking out, purely if it is just to pick up those finger guns alone. So if you're new to Dying Light 2, or if you've just never taken the time, get out into the world and see what else you can find. Because trust me, there's a lot hidden out there. And when you do find something, drop me a comment on this video and let me know.